This, gentleman, is your primary objective. He's a top-level threat. Engage him with the full brunt of your firepower.
I work better with music.
My spirit's sleeping somewhere cold until you find it there and bleed
What was that?
back for me.
Shit.
Devil May Cry from Netflix has become a real banger, and it's not surprising. It was created by Mir Studio, that has a lot of practices taking big franchises and making a product that can compete with Japanese studios and surpass them in some aspect of animation. People start hyping before the release, when Netflix released opening with Limp Bizkit and trailer with Last Resolve. The hype reached the peak when Evanescence make a comeback and release the first song in 4 years, specifically for the anime, and with all hype, with all backstory of one of the greatest Capcom game franchise. Anime is meat? I'm glad if you actually like this anime, no matter if this is your first meet with DMC or you're a fan like me. I think Eiji Shankar approached the wrong way to the anime, and later I'll explain why. In Devil May Cry lore, our world and demonic dimension coexist with one another. 2000 years ago, a demon king Mondas wanted to conquer both realms, but his right-hand demon Sparda decided to fight against the king and seal the realms off from each other. Now the gate that allows demons to travel between dimensions are shuttered, but lesser demons find a way and go through portals. Situation becomes worse when mysterious demon that looks like a white rabbit trespasses in the Vatican and steals Sword of Sparda. The government, in cooperation with independent dimension security firm Darkcom, tried to find any people that are related to White Rabbit. That's how they find Dante. It's not surprising that professional mercenary squad cannot beat Dante, so Darkcom sends the most dangerous unit and the only one threat who can defeat Dante. The woman. Mary Arkham, or Lady, is one of the canonical characters of the Devil May Cry franchise. A mercenary that lost her mother because Mary's father killed her. In the anime, Lady is a Darkcom soldier and eliminates demons that intrude our world. She's an important person for Dante because specifically Mary teaches our favorite boy responsibility and help him to shape his motivation.
I told you, you can't do it. Don't you get it? This is not a human's job.
You're the one who doesn't get it. It's not something you can reason with. It has nothing to do with me being a human and you being a demon. I'm driven by the inability to forgive him. My soul is screaming, demanding me to kill him. That's enough motivation to keep me going. Besides, this is my family matter. You should stay out of it.
Actually, I want to make a compliment to Eddie Shankar because Lady's rudeness and hatred have a reason to exist, and all of it affects the story. And more of it, her character has some progression and let her evolve into a mature person. However, I don't think people are overreact with all this hatred. I can't say Eddie Shankar ruined Devil May Cry because there is no Devil May Cry at all. I think we should discuss it. There are some main pillars that determine the essence of Devil May Cry. First, a powerful protagonist with potential leveling up and an antagonist as a perfect rival. Then, a good creative action that represents fighter's personality and mysterious isolated setting. Are there any of it? Well, yes, but actually no. If we talk about protagonist, it feels wrong because Lady and Dante are swapped with each other. So yeah, the icon of coolness, a badass sex symbol from early 2000s, is a minor character. With all this, I can say it's bad because confrontation between Lady and White Rabbit is interesting. First 5 episodes, it looks like generic fight between humans and demons, but episode 6 totally changed the context. Rabbit's speeches suddenly have become well-founded, and Mary looks wild. Because of her hatred, She makes decisions with consequences. And this is awesome. I give Edition Cars some credits, but it doesn't fit in DMC formula I described before. Action in anime is fine. 3D in anime looks weird as always, but it's not a problem. The problem is the lack of creative direction. We discuss it when I will talk about Dante. Long story short, it looks generic considering his skills. Last, and unfortunately not least, setting. If you are a fan like me and play at least one DMC game, you might have noticed that setting is not actually our world. Usually, it's fictional cities that only reminds our worlds, but it's not. Magic and the dark mysterious architecture are daily business here. It represents you, the essence of this world, a world where demons, our reality and magic, are blended together, a world where phones, motorcycles, and dark rituals live together. And you know what? The decision to change this setting to goddamn America is a serious mistake because it's a real world, so it needs to be explained. The scene where dudes from Darkcom explain a lore make it looks like a Doom, not a Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry lore is secondary because it's always a story about characters, so the environment is engineered specifically to do not disturb you on important things. In the anime, we were listening about Makai, how it works, what are demons, how they trespass our world, introduce you Darkcom, explain you how Darkcom works. All of these explanations are unnecessary. Just give me my boil already! Put DMC characters in USA sucks. I mean, come on, nobody likes America. Even Americans don't like America. Of course I want to watch how true American patriots intrude hell and begin to spread manageable democracy.
Look familiar?
Some of you may hear about wrong Christian representation and bad metaphor for immigrants. And honestly, I don't know. I don't care because even without all of this agenda, this anime has lots of issues for fixing. Finally, we can talk about Dante. No matter how good Lady's storyline is, it's always a story about him. He's an important figure, especially when we talk about capturing the essence of series rather than the experience of playing the games. I have no problem with it, because unlike movies and series, games have gameplay, and interaction adds tactility to your experience. It is a very effective tool and series don't have it. But that's not the case because creators miss some details in character design and as a result, Dante doesn't work. First of all, you should understand that Dante is not the guy who's telling joke around for covering his true feelings. Originally, he's an unsociable and emotionally closed person, and the only reason he doesn't completely deny the humanity and start acting himself like Virgil is because there are some people that give him love and share their principles to him. The second thing that partly determines the essence of DMC is that, as Sparta's son, Dante is one of the strongest characters in their universe. He's cocky, he's arrogant, he's careless, but he acts like that because he can afford himself to do it. Yeah, he can afford himself to rage bait other demons. He doesn't even have to talk for this. If we talk about Virgil, the killing of his mother hits him in different way. While Dante lives among humans, Virgil lives among demons and comes to the conclusion that power controls everything. And to prove it, he usually tries to get some power and defeat strong enemies. The only man in the whole world that is as strong as Virgil is Dante. So imagine what's happening in his hand when your only worthy rival is a fucking punk who acts like a human, dresses like a human, and fight without using his full potential. Virgil shows and proves the others with all his appearance that he's not Dante. He's not the guy who tells cool phrases like
The Sapiens and their armies, unaware of the storm they ride into. I am that storm.
Action in the DMC franchise always represents the characters. You may look on many Dante's sweeping blows, on his moves, his flips, his stunts. Dante in anime even can speed the bullet like a goddamn man. Also, let's take a look at Lady. She easily beats Dante despite his devil nature. You may say, yeah, it's logical. She's smarter, she's more experienced, while Dante's impulsive idiot. But this detail is crucial for story. In DMC3, Lady is very skilled too, but no matter how strong she is, how smart she is, how experienced she is, Dante is always easily beats her because he's a demon. That is what Dante realizes too, and that's one of the reasons why he decides to protect the humanity.
I'll take care of him.
Why do you care so much?
This whole business started with my father sealing the entrance between the two worlds. And now, my brother's trying to break that spell and turn everything into Demonville. This is my family matter, too. Quite frankly, at first, I didn't give a damn. But because of you, I know what's important now. I know what I need to do.
You may say, wait a minute. There is a DMC5 where Dante looks funny, jokes around too, and acts like in anime. Well, yeah. And it's cringe too. There is no more awkward than a man in the middle of his 40s who acts like a 20 years old boy from DMC3. The only purpose of DMC5 was to take gamers' attention back and remember them that Devil May Cry haven't done yet. This is why there are many dialogues that refer to old games. This is why old Dante acts like young Dante from DMC3 because, well, everybody likes DMC3. So we just take some DMC3 and put it in new DMC. And nobody cares that was a progression from Punk Dante to Classic Dante from DMC1. And DMC5 has ruined it. That is exactly what Edition card does. You can put Asmongold in your enemy, you can add as many bosses and references you want. It doesn't work. While the symbol of franchise is a loser with daddy and mommy issues who hardly beats his enemies. Why is this happening? What are the reasons of such misunderstanding? For the first reason, we should thank these guys. Specifically because of the MCU success, some of goddamn directors and studios consider it their secret duty to build a big universe that creates a franchise and easily makes some money for them. Do you know that season 1 is only the beginning of the story? All you need is just wait until next season where DMC reveals its true potential and becomes actually true. It's an anime industry problem too. Almost all shonens work for a long distance. They don't try to be good from the very beginning and usually make you wait until one good moment has actually come. You get some hype, become excited, and watch many boring episodes again, while fans tell you that all you need is wait until it reveals its best sides and becomes good. Fuck One Piece. Second reason is quite simple. The world has changed, and the approach to character design has changed too. About 15-20 years ago, the strong silent type was a standard. Protagonists have some drama, but don't express their true feelings and keep a distance from other people. Their actions tell you more than his words. So you, as a viewer, have to catch every move and every phrase to understand him. The moments where he reveals his emotions and true feelings are always considered as an unexpected catharsis, and it was really emotional. Now, it's better to open your mind, share your problems, and don't be embarrassed of your vulnerability. Is it bad? I don't think so, but if you try to fit masculine badass punk to modern trends, be ready for the consequences. I really want season 2 be better, but now all I can do is waiting until the anime about one of my favorite character has become good.